Hey guys, in this tutorial, this is part 5 of this Nuxt 3 Tailwind tutorial in which we are creating this Nuxt app. Now when you look at this, it's not a Nuxt app. As you can see here, it's just an index.html, but we have been working on this and we have built this app. You see that? The pages, this front page changes like every time you refresh. You see that? Okay. So we have built several components here, as you can tell from our view dev tools, right? We have the header, navigation, cards, we have the lead card, which is this one. And then if you scroll down, we have all these general cards, and this is what we're going to work on today. And then when we go back down here, we have a subscribe, which is this, then the author and the footer. Okay, so we've been doing well. Now let's make these general cards into components, and we didn't do it last time because we thought, look, these are so similar. Instead of us creating 3 separate components, let's just create one component, repeat it 3 times, and all we need to change is the title, you see that, and the text. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So when you go into your contact, are we in the right? Yes, I think we are in the right. Is this the right app? No, this is not the app. Oh, you know what? This is the Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit. So yes, we have a Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit. It's completely free. Just click the link in this video below so you can download it. It comes with pages, layout, use hit composable, and all these will help you learn how to build your own beautiful Nuxt 3 app. It's completely free. Comes with a plugin too. A simple plugin that just tells you what the date is today. Okay, so let's build our Nuxt app. Let's continue to build it. So what we're going to do is go to the general cards component. Where is that? There we go. General cards component. And we see that we have similar. These cards here are similar. So these 3 here are these 3 here. We won't create 3 different components. We're going to create one and just repeat it. Let's see how that works, right? So we have this. So let's see if this will work. We're going to create, we're going to call this, I guess for lack of a better term, we'll just call it 1/3, because here I can already see that it's a what is this? Minimum width, middle 1/3, width is 33%. Yeah, so it's 1/3. So you might not like this name, but I'm gonna name this 1/3 card. Oh, let's see if this will work. 1/3 card. And then I'm going to just copy that, put in the 1/3 card, create plate, and paste. Let's just see if this works. I sure hope it does. So we're gonna just change this to 1/3 card. 1/3 card. Let's see if anything changes. Is it still working? Looks good. Let's refresh. Okay, so it's working. That's really good. So now what we're going to do, right, is we're going to create props. So props are short for properties. Your components can have properties. So do you see these different parts? See how getting started is the same? So that's not a property because it doesn't change. But this title, lorem ipsum dolocit amet, and this, these could be different titles. So this is a prop, and this content could be different too. This is a prop, and I think we should also change these just to make this look better. So let's do that. So in your 1/3 card, what you're going to do is you're going to say script setup, all right? And then you're going to say use prop, right? I think it's props. use props. And what we're going to say, this is a prop here. This, we're going to call this title. So how do you do that? So we're going to call this title. I think I want to use TypeScript here. You guys want to use some TypeScript? TypeScript. Now what? Cannot find name, use props. Let's see. Are you sure? I think it's use props. Let's go look at this up, huh? Nuxt 3 use props. Use props. Oh, look at that. My own video showed up about using props. You see, I forgot how to do it. How about that, huh? Should I watch my own video about how to use props? Okay, no. Come back. Hey, that's cool. I like that. Title is a string. Wait, is that how you do it? Let me see. Title. Yeah, so is it use props? You know what? Let's go look. Right, we go to Google. Let's do that again. Nuxt 3 use props. Look, my own video showed up. Okay, I'm gonna watch myself to teach myself how to use props. So let me see this. Isn't this kind of funny, right? That I forgot how to do something that I've done before. I'm human. It happens. Okay, so there we go. What am I writing here? Oh, there. That's the mistake. See that, guys? It's define props, not use props. Okay, let's go build this. Okay, so 1/3 card, it's not use props. It's define props. Beautiful. Now it's not complaining. Okay, so that's gonna be, I just taught myself, right? I went to, I went to Google and learned for myself. That's cool. All right. So this component, 1/3 card, is going to have a property called title. And this title property is going to go right here. And what we're going to say is, we're going to just say, whenever somebody adds title to this component, it is going to go right there. Title. And then it's also going to have content. We're going to call this content. And it's also a string, right? Content, and it is a string as well. Okay. So I just do that. It's going to be a string content. Very good. So now this is about the same. I guess this, I won't change this because really you're supposed to have software that will read how much there's, maybe like do a word length here and then calculate that based on how fast the average person reads. But we won't do that. That's, you know, now that's just too much work. All right. So, and just by the way, you can, if you do this const props, right? This define props, is this a composable, whatever? I forget. But you can return the props here in case you want to use them somewhere else in your application. But we don't need to use them anywhere else. So define props. So how will this work now, right? Because if you go back to the app, you're going to see something strange. All right. Thank you, Jeremy, for teaching us about adding props to components. So you're going to see something, right? Look at that. This is empty because our props are empty. So now we're going to add props to this component. And how do we do that? So wherever we define, well, not define, wherever we instantiate the component, right? Wherever we say the component. So what we're going to say is just, you could do the, I think it's V what, it's V something. I forget, but I like to do the short stuff, right? It's just like that. And you say title. So what's the title gonna be? You can put in whatever you want. It's gonna be a string. We're just gonna call it a day at the beach, like that. So now let's see what this looks like. You see that? There we go. A day at the beach. And then we are going to say this component also has content. And we're gonna just say have a lovely day at the beach, enjoy some sun and drink some lemonade. Oh, look at how long this is becoming. So see what that looks like now. Have a lovely day at the beach, enjoy some sun and drink some lemonade. Now we have this component. So what do you think? Should we really copy this 3 times? No, I don't think so. We're going to be more efficient than that. What we're going to do is we're going to loop this 3 times, and then we're going to have an array. So just follow this. It's not that complex. Just follow what I'm going to do here. Right? We're going to say script setup. And what we're going to do is we're going to have an array of this content here, of title and content. Okay, we're going to have an array, and we're going to just say const card, maybe just const cards. And here's an array. In the first one, no, we're gonna create a type first. All right, you guys like TypeScript? You don't like TypeScript? It's fussy sometimes, huh? That's what types do. They are fussy, but they are safe. So we're just gonna say type equals card type, and this card type is going to be an object. It's going to have a title, which is a string. I don't like, is that different from string? I don't really want the whole object. I just want something. Title is going to be a string, and it's going to be content, which is a string. Now you can already see that this matches what we had here in the 1/3 card. See, they match. So I'm using TypeScript here. You don't need to use TypeScript, but just as so we can, I don't know, maybe learn some TypeScript and see how it helps write our code safer. So this is a card type, and then we're going to say this type, actually type should be capital. Type card equals, ooh, too much. No, what am I doing? We don't need that. Okay, so, oh yeah, I think cards, yeah, type, could say cards, or 1/3 cards, 1/3 cards is going to be an array of card type, like that. All right, so what this means is that 1/3 cards is a data type that is an array that contains card type. All right, 1/3 cards, card type. Maybe I should remove the card. Should probably remove the card. That's weird. Okay, so 1/3 cards array, that card. Okay, so now we're going to get these cards, right? I'm going to say this cards equals an array as 1/3 cards. So what we're saying here is we're going to instantiate an array that is of this type. right? This is an array type card, which means this array can only contain objects that look like this. That's why we use TypeScript for, to avoid putting things in here that won't work, that's going to mess up your UI, user interface. Okay, so what's going to go into those cards? Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit easier for us. So I'm going to say title, right? We know that's going to work because it is expected up here. And we're going to put in the title, this title we had here, a day at the beach. I'm just going to copy that. Oh, I'm going to copy that. A day at the beach. And then we're going to have content. Content. All right, so that worked. Now, just in case you said, you know what, I would also like to add something else. So title, content, and maybe say we want to have like time, right? We're going to have that time, and we're going to say time is 2 minutes. But there's an error. And what is the error? Right? It's going to say conversion of type. I don't know why I have these. I think it's because I'm running two different VS extensions. So this is from Vitor. This is from TypeScript. So I probably need to turn one of them off because they're telling me the same thing. It's like two people, you know, shouting at you at the same time. Not fun. But so what is it saying here? It says conversion of type title string, content string, time string array to type 1/3 cards may be a mistake because neither type sufficiently overlaps with the. Okay, yeah, I don't. What it's really saying is that time doesn't exist in type card because this cards is of type 1/3 cards, and 1/3 cards only accepts objects of this type, and this type only has title and content, nothing else. So you see how it makes your code safer because only specific things are allowed. All right, I guess. All right, so the next one, we're just gonna, this is an array, so I'm just gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste that, I'm gonna paste that. So we have an array with 3 cards, or the content of the cards, right? So this is going to be a lovely day at the beach. This one could be enjoy the sun. Say enjoy the sun. What I'm going to say, just lay at the beach and enjoy the sun. It's what am I going to do? Do I want to really do that? It's a beautiful day at the beach. So I'm sure you know this, right? We're just escaping this character here because if you don't, it's going to give you problems because JavaScript will think you're ending this string when you're not. Okay, so enjoy the sun. And then the third card, this one will be just something to do with the beach. Okay. Enjoy the surf. Or just have fun. Have fun surfing. The beach is a beautiful place to enjoy surfing. Get your surfboard. You can write whatever you want in there. Okay, so let's get efficient here, right? So right now we have this 1/3 card and we have these. We have a component now, we have props, so we can eliminate these, right? We can remove these 3 cards, and what's gonna happen when we do that? Okay, so this actually, okay, so this moves up. That's nice, looks nice. But that's not what we want, right? What is this avatar? That's not what we want. We want to have the cards that we had back. So how do we do that? Well, we are going to use a loop. We are going to use a loop. So we're gonna say span. I hope this works and it doesn't cause problems. In fact, you know what? I should have checked that first. Ooh. What happened here? Oh, did I? Okay, I must have. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is correct. So we're gonna use a span here just to make sure. Sometimes when I'm not sure what's in the CSS, sometimes things break because the CSS expects something. If we added a span there, would this still work? No, it doesn't work. So we have that issue. This is what I was talking about. So, how do we fix this? If we want to fix it, let me see. I don't feel like fixing this at all. Let's see, got a div. I didn't fix that. Okay. Yeah, the CSS won't allow this. So let me think about this. How do we fix this? All right, so how do we fix this? Come back in here. We add class flex like that. That should be fixed. My CSS skills are okay. Not great. Okay. Okay. So we got that done. Still looking good. Still looking good. Still looking good. All right. So we don't need these others. We're going to remove these. And now we only have one, but we are going to loop through the one. That looks terrible. It looks terrible. So how do we loop through this? We are going to say v4. I think it's what? 1 in 3. That's probably wrong, but let's see. Key equals index. It's probably index in 3. Like that. Okay. So before I explain this, let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, that's see how this has looped 3 times? 1, 2, 3. So we don't really want that. You know what? Yeah, we don't want that. Let me see. 1/3, 3rd, 3rd. So it's 3, but we really don't want it like this. That that doesn't look good. So let's remove the flex. And what do we have? And we really don't want the index in 3. I'm not even sure if this is correct. But what we want is to say v4 I gotta write this like in this. So what we want is that v4 card index in cards index a key equals index. Let's see what this does. Still get that. And but we want it to be flex. A4 card. Okay, so I paused the video for a little bit, and what I've realized is that the design of this is that for it to look the way it looked before, it requires three components in there. Then it looked like this, but then this gives us 9. We don't want that. We don't want that. So unfortunately, we won't be able to do what I wanted us to do. But what we can do, we won't use the V4, which is sad because we designed all this stuff here so we could use the V4. But what we can just do is we're just going to do this it's an okay way. It's not really the way that I want things done. Just gonna get rid of that because yeah, sometimes that's why you gotta just write your own code, your own HTML. What we're gonna do here is we're just gonna say cards zero title. Right, so what does that mean? That means take the first card in the cards array, the first object in the cards array, and just get the title. I would have loved for us to use V4 here because this is really repetition and it's not the most efficient way, but I don't want to have to fight with this CSS. So let's see if that works. Love the day at the beach. Wait, what? Day at the beach. Boy, these all look the same. Oh, because they are the same. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this and just say this. Bum bum. Gonna put 1 here. 1 here, 2 here, 2 here. See how that changes now? The picture is the same, probably. Yes, the picture is the same because in the component, we're grabbing the same picture. That's why it's the same. In the component, we're grabbing the same. We're only using one component. That's something to learn, right? So, but you can see how we have different props now. They're all different. Ideally, you really want to use a V4 here because it looks kind of nice because the component is now smaller, but it's just messy. Like this is repetition. But I really don't want to fight the CSS here. I really don't, So we've created our component. Here, we're just using one component, repeated 3 times, which is not ideal. But we're going to stop this video now. I hope you enjoyed it, and sorry about not being able to get the CSS done right. Hey, maybe you could help me with some CSS, huh? Okay, so this is all done, but remember, you have a free Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit that you can download absolutely free. Click the link in the video, click the link below this video. And you can get a beautiful Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit with pages, layout, components, TypeScript, all the good stuff. It will help you build your Nuxt app faster. It's yours completely free. All right, I'll see you in the next video where we are going to probably do the same thing we did here to these two because they're the same. So once we get that done, I think we should be just about done with most of this front end work. All right, guys, stick around. I'll see you soon.